Everybody, welcome to Life at Sunny Lee. My name's Kathy Jarvis, and it's been another busy week. It was actually supposed to be my week of relaxing and enjoying company with my son, and things kind of changed a little. Saturday we went shopping and got everything we needed for Christmas and for Christmas dinner and for the party and all this stuff. Got everything in line. Sunday we went to church, and then after church we ate out, and then we came home, and I was doing research on my other channel and on seeds on what to buy, and our middle son arrived for the week, so that was good that he was home. And I heard a little bit about a storm coming, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. And Monday I enjoyed myself. I haven't gone shopping with my son for about 7 years, and we went shopping together, and I love shopping with him. And we went up to Columbus, and we went to a bunch of different stores. We ate out and came home and heard that the storm was going to be more of a blizzard-like, maybe. And I go, that's not good. So I started preparing for the winter weather. Now, I really didn't have that much to do because we've been prepping all summer for winter. But we did have to go around, check all the hoses, make sure they were disconnected, make sure everything was drained and they were put up. I had to make sure the plastic was around the chicken coops. And I had to put straw in there for them, fresh water, make sure it was the heaters were working. The cats, I had to make a place for them inside because they were calling for minus 30 degree wind chills. Cats really, they like it warm, so I had to bring them in. So I had to make crates and litter boxes and water dishes and feed dishes for different crates. I only had 3 crates inside, so that was a problem for 11 cats. I'm saying 11, not 12, because the 12th one is a stray that doesn't like to be picked up, and it's just barely lets you pet it. But I did fix up the crate outside for it and insulate it, put straw in all the dog houses that were outside for any critter that needed any warmth, and went out to the greenhouse and put up the propane heater, set it up. Now, we turned that on Thursday night. Yeah, we turned that on Thursday night while the temperature outside was still 45 degrees. And the reason we did that is because they said it was going to be rain, and then we were going to get a flash freeze, and all that rain would turn to ice, and I didn't want ice on top of the greenhouse, and they were supposed to get 1 to 3 inches of snow. Well, my greenhouse is supposed to handle 3 inches of snow, 3 to 4 inches of snow, and an inch and a fourth of an inch of ice, I think. So I wanted it to be warm enough so that when that rain hit and when the freeze came, that the ice would not stick, that would just melt off, and that most of the snow would melt off. So we had the heater going a little bit beforehand to warm up the air and warm up that plastic so that would happen. And luckily that is what happened. Friday morning we went out there. There was a lot of snow out there, but there was no snow at all, hardly, on top of the greenhouse. So the temperatures were going back up. We weren't calling for any more rain or snow. And though it was cold, I have only cold weather crops in there, so it didn't matter. And they're covered with a frost blanket. So it wasn't keeping it warm for the crops. I was keeping it warm to protect the greenhouse. So we turned off the heat. And the stray cat did spend the night in the crate. I locked it in when it came in. It was not happy about that. And as soon as I unopened it this morning to feed it, it shot out. It's out in the woods again. Hopefully it'll come in for food when it gets hungry. But it, like I said, it's a stray cat. It doesn't like to be confined. But at least we got through the worst of the weather. So the other cats are in the garage. They will stay there until it gets above freezing, most likely. And what else? Like I said, the whole week was just preparing for the storm. And luckily it wasn't quite as bad as it could have been. We had firewood carried in. We had water. I had taken a couple gallons of water and put in storage extra out. This wasn't our drinking water. We have drinking water, but this was just gray water that we could use to flush the pots and stuff like that. Conserve as much as we could. And we had that done. Like I said, it's not our first rodeo. We've been through this a lot. We had the backup power for the cell phones and stuff. All the power stations were charged and ready to go. It's just little things. Make sure that if you're still traveling out, it's still cold outside, so make sure you have a blanket and some water and food in your cars. Flares, safety first aid kit, all this stuff, blankets. You need to keep these sleeping bag or something in your car in case you get stuck. So just a couple of things that you still need to keep track of. So I hope you remain safe. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Hopefully you'll be able to get to any parties that you need to go to if you can. But if not, if the roads are bad, stay home. They will understand. Hope that you have a Merry Christmas. And remember, dream big, follow that dream. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.